and welcome to Keeping It 100 in Medicine. I'm Dr. Danielle, a third-year Physical Medicine and Rehab resident, and in today's video, I want to give you some tips and tricks for this residency application season. So if you're interested, please keep watching. So let's go over your personal statement. The goal of writing your personal statement is to get the residency interview and get the job, right? So keep in mind when you're writing your personal statement, you do not want to write a bunch of stuff about why you want to become a doctor. We know you want to be a doctor, you're in medical school. That's not the whole point of writing your personal statement. The point is to tell why you like the specific specialty. 2, what characteristics do you portray that coincide with specific residency specialty that you would like to get into. And then 3, you want to add some sort of buzzword in your personal statement that pertains to that specialty that's unique to that specific specialty. So first off, I would say go onto Google and type up what are characteristics of a good doctor. So for me, when I was writing my personal statement, I mentioned things about like my different organizations that I was in. I was not only just a leader, but also a team player when I was in these organizations, to kind of describe that real quickly in my personal statement. And that is pertinent to physiatry because as a physiatrist, we work with a team. So we work with the therapists, the nurses, the nutritionists, psychiatrists, all these people to help our patients. So that aspect of becoming a doctor is relevant to that specialty that I was applying for. You also want to make sure that you highlight different things or experiences you had with patients during your rotations that was significant to you, that kind of got you in that specific specialty that you are applying to, stuff that's relevant to that particular specialty. And when I mentioned the buzzwords, this is a little bit more difficult because when I was applying, when you would go to the national conference websites, you could actually see like their mission statement. It would have something pertaining to that specialty. So for example, when I was applying, when I applied family medicine, they mentioned something about continuity of care, meaning you help patients from cradle to grave. And that is unique to family medicine because they get the whole spectrum of a patient. So that was something that I would emphasize in my family medicine personal statement. When I was writing my physiatry personal statement, it would be more advantageous for me to mention my interest in helping patients with their functionality, because that is the key word for a physiatrist. We care about our patients' ability to progress with their function. Let's say they had like a devastating or debilitating event, and when you want to help them get back to their prior level of function, or at least know how to navigate their life with this new disability. So it's important to look up, if possible, in the national conferences, a mission statement. If you can't find it, like I had difficulties looking on the AAFP for family medicine, AAPM&R for PM&R, even the ACP for internal medicine. If you have difficulties there, try to reach out to somebody in the specialty, whether that be a resident or a program director or any kind of attending that you have interacted with. Ask them what is unique about their specialty, what attracted them to their specialty, and maybe you'll kind of get some words that are important for that specific specialty to kind of put in your personal statement somewhere. While I was writing my personal statement back in, a while ago, just want to emphasize, I was given some bad advice. I was told to mention any red flags and kind of explain them in my personal statement, and that was bad advice. Do not do that. Do not do that. The reason I say don't do that is because, again, your personal statement is supposed to highlight you in a very positive manner and make you look like the most obvious, best choice that anyone can pick. So when I was being interviewed, one of the interviewers, and at least 2 of the ones that I had, they had my personal statement up and they were reading through my personal statement, asking me to explain about different parts of my personal statement. And when it came to my red flag, which was I had to repeat a semester in medical school, they wanted me to kind of go over that. And honestly, if they didn't have that, or if I didn't put that in my personal statement, they could have never asked me that question. So again, do not put anything negative about yourself in your personal statement. And I actually did find a website that I used when I was applying that had some great examples. So I'm gonna put that in the description below. And I guess if you're not the best at writing your own paper, you don't have anybody that can help you, perhaps ChatGPT is a great option. I've never used that personally, but consider that if you're struggling, let's say, to write your personal statement. So this concludes my video on the tips and tricks for the residency application process. I hope this video was helpful. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can put them in the comment section below. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a blessed day.